Hey guys, we have Pam here today. She's going to talk to us about her experience with coaching, where she was before we started working together, and where she is now.
I am obviously not the most tech savvy person on the planet. Um, so it was just a struggle for me, and I didn't have anyone to teach me because with everything I was doing, it was so face to face, and that was the big thing. It was teaching classes here at a library, at a studio. It was meeting people to expose the business face to face, and to do it on the internet, it was a whole new ballgame. And a lot of the people I was working with, and still work with, they're I would say in a different generation, but they're just not in the same space and they're not really using it to its full potential. And that was something that I was scared of, but something that I knew I wanted to do. And it was the greatest way to reach people. And that was how I found Sarah was, on Facebook. There was Facebook ads and, when Facebook reads your mind and it goes, hey, you should check this out because it knows what you want. And that's kind of what happened. And, again, the one I had seen was for the fully booked in 30 days formula. And I signed up for that. And then I started getting the emails and then I booked the initial call. And then, I had that fear of, oh my gosh, like, do I really want to go down this road? Can I be successful? Like, that's a lot of money. Like all these things that were just, the things that, now I'm talking to people and having the same conversation, but I'm on the other side. And it was all of these thoughts. And then you wonder, like, because you were the first person I talked to. And it's kind of like one of those, like you look at it like, do you just put all your eggs in one basket? And then I did that whole shop around thing, like when you buy a new car and you got to look at them all and try them all and drive them all, it's like a thing. So I did all of that. And then I ended up circling back around and talking to you again. And then I know it was like, I think it was like a Friday night or something. And it was really funny because I was out with people and I'm talking and I'm listening to just people talk about their 9 to 5s and they're droning on and on, all these things. And I'm going, I hate my life. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this just sucks. And I was like, you know what? And I messaged you and I was like, I want to do it. Like, let's just do it. Like, we're going to do this. And that's what happened. And yeah, I signed up and it was the fully booked. It was that, I don't remember what the one-on-one
It's
call
the
was.
one-on-one,
It was.
the Aligned Success Program. Mm-hmm.
So it was like 4 months and it was the most amazing 4 months because even with just doing, business stuff, like building a website and doing the emails and the Facebook page and the Instagram and all these things, for me, it was also like a mindset deal. Like I had to change my whole way of thinking. It was craziness. But it was so good. And it was an amazing 4 months. And then I, kicked my feet around for the last month going, do I want to do this again? Should I do this again? Like, what do I need? And then, yeah, here I am again, messaging you going, okay, let's just do it again. So now the mastermind is starting and I'm so excited and I'm ready to do it again. Cause it's, it's me, I do things on impulse. I mean,
and so we were talking about this in the other live stream that got interrupted, but you did mention that you did a little bit of coach shopping, and a big thing for you was that like there you didn't really find anyone else who really got you or who you really felt was as genuine, I think is the word that you used, right? Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, they just were not authentic. They weren't real. They were very into their own coaching, into their own programs. And I mean, I actually had one, it was a guy, and I had one, and he was just like, he's like, well, we could do all these things for you, but he goes, you should really think about using, some of this stuff and share. And I'm like, I don't want to share your stuff. I was like, I want to build my business. I was like, come on, man. So it was like, again, it was like I interviewed like 10 other people and I'm listening to their spiels and what they do and all these things. That's what it was. It was the spiel. It was like going to a cheesy car salesman and not finding that one that doesn't necessarily want to send you home because he wants to make money, but he's like, let me put you in a safe ride for you and your, like my cat, my baby. Like, let me put you, just one of those things. And yeah, I cycled right back to you because it was like you got me. And I think that was the fear part of it was, could this person have known me from like the get-go? And I just shouldn't have shopped around. I wasted my time. And I ended up
But it was a
right
good thing
back.
because now right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to use you.
It's so sweet. That is really, really sweet. And it means a lot to me too. So thank you. And I think that really speaks to like, just like leading with value and just like understanding that big vision that you have, right? And so like
Yeah.
me trying to understand that big vision and me really working towards your big vision I think is like so important within a coaching relationship, whether it's a group program or whether it's a one-on-one program. Um, so what strategies do you feel like you implemented that were the most notable for you? So what were the things where you were just like, aha, oh my goodness, I am so happy that this happened, or I'm so happy that I started doing this?
Oh man, there was so much we did because there was just so much I didn't know. So now I have to narrow this down. Okay. Um, I think using emails was a thing for me because it was funny when I started doing the oil. That was something they told me. They're like, make your list of 100 and get ready to send out these emails and do all this stuff. And I'm going, I don't know all these people. So
Mm-hmm.
really embracing the email world. And I mean, a lot of, I know my emails came from like my Facebook ad, but now it's like, people are actually, they do read their emails. They see them. I mean, because I will get emails back and I'm going, okay, so maybe emails are not as outdated as I thought. They're not just spam.
Mm-hmm.
So emails have definitely been a rude awakening for me. Um, I know we kind of started talking about it, but Facebook Lives, like now that I've got my weekly stuff set up, people actually look forward to them, like their tea time and getting their jammies and hanging out with me. And I'm like, yeah. And getting up on a Saturday morning because nobody wants to get up early on a Saturday morning, but they are. They're grabbing their coffee and they're coming to hang out and listen to anything and everything I can think of that I want to talk about. And it's pretty cool and it's fun to see them and hear them and really see that it is resonating and that it is working and they're trying things and it's very cool. So I really am
Ah,
liking that
beautiful.
now. So I've fully
Yeah.
embraced the like I'm on live here and that would have freaked me out like 4 months ago.
And you're doing great. Like you're such a natural at it. It's so funny how much we like psych ourselves out just to do these things, right? But I'm so glad. Um, so how do you feel about your business now versus back then? So like back in September or August when everything kind of started happening where you're like, I want to take things to the next level. Like I think you talked about doing like a complete 180, right? In terms of your knowledge and even in terms of
Oh
the way you
yeah.
show up.
No, that is a huge one. I want to see if I can get this to balance a little because my arm is tired. Oh my God, sorry. Okay, kind of balanced. Okay, yeah, no, it was like a total 180 because 4 months ago, I had no idea how to do a business and what to do with it. And it just, again, nothing was working at all. And that was my thing. I was like, I was ready to give up. It was going to happen. And that was when I met you. And you told me, like, this is how you do it. And yeah, step by step, it worked. I'm just following the direction, following the action, getting it set up. And, it took time and it took patience, which is why, that 4 months was like the perfect setup for me because it really gave me the time to set up and get all the kinks out of a few things and start doing a number of different things. Um, I don't know.
Yes, I think a lot of people don't realize that it's not just like a 2 week stint or
Oh
like,
God,
like a
no.
one
It
month
took the
stint.
whole 4 months because it took like a month to do the website. And then it took a while for me to understand how to do content, how to write it, what I should do. And then, so now I'm 2 months down the road. And then it's creating a Facebook page. It's creating, redoing my social media because it was all over the board and it made no sense. And it was starting to set, I mean, it really did take all of that time. And that was something I didn't, because you see all these things out there where it's get fully booked in a week and get all these clients. And I'm like, no, it's not feasible. Like at this point, I'm like, no, I like the time and I like the space and I like the growth. It just made more sense.
Especially because you get so much more support that way, right? Like there's so much more time for you to implement and then for you to actually come back and be like, hey, like I did this and this happened, right? Like now what do I do? Um, and it was just kind of like every step of the way, it was just like, okay, yay, we like went through this thing and like now it's time to conquer this one. And for sure.
It really was, and that was why I was really glad for it. And I don't know how you juggle and do everything. So I know I message you and text you and do all these things all the time, and I'm like, but you get back to me like that, and it's amazing, and that made me feel really good too. It wasn't, like we're gonna do this on Friday, and then I'm not gonna talk to you for a week, and good luck. It really was a lot easier because I'd be going to do something, and I'm like, it doesn't work. Like today with the live, and I'm like, what do I have to push to get on, and what do I do? And just support is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, and that's something that I love from my coaches, and that's something that I've kind of experienced on both ends. I've experienced people who are like, get back to me within like 24 hours. It's amazing. I have so much support. And then I've had other people who are like, get back to me in like 4 days. And they're like, oh, I didn't see your message. I'm like, I don't have that problem anymore.
Yeah,
Like, right?
right.
Like I've resolved it on my own. Yeah. Okay. Great. Yes. Thank you. Amazing. Amazing. So who do you think would be a good fit for this program or for the mastermind that you decided to join in again for, which I'm really excited about? And like, if anyone is watching this video and is just like either thinking about working with me one-on-one or joining the mastermind or anything, like, what would you want to tell them right now to kind of like ease their fears?
Be impulsive. Do it. Um, no, I mean, in all seriousness, yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I mean, but I guess to ease your fears, it's 110% support. You're not some bot on the internet that's like, hey, set up this program. No, there is 110% support. Again, there's the messenger, the email. You get back in a timely fashion. And it's the amazing, and I would say for me, because this is something I know we're still working on and something I know we're going to continue to work on. For me, it wasn't just a business game. It wasn't, yeah, here's how you set up a website. Here's all the logistics of it all. For me, everything's always been a mindset game. Like since I was small, like growing up, it's always been a mindset thing for me. And that support has been invaluable on so many levels for me. So if you're on the fence and you're feeling those fears and you're going, I can't do this, or maybe you're not feeling great about yourself, or I don't know if I can afford this, or am I going to get the return on investment? Should I take a risk? And all these things. Yes, let Sarah get her hands on you and mold your mind. It is amazing the level of, and that's what I mean. You're not just getting a business coach. You're getting, I don't know, like another sister. You're getting someone who understands you and can get in there and can really just dissect you and tell you things and give you the full frontal feedback and just be really raw with you and authentic with you and get you on a path that is going to serve your highest good. That's what you're getting. And that's what I am grateful
I
for.
love
And that was
that.
kind of the tipping point for me was, again, I'm sitting here going, do I want to invest this money? Do I want to do this? Is it going to do something for me? Like, what is it? And I'm going, ah. And then honestly, it was probably the call like 2 weeks ago where it was, you're just like, let's just chat. I was like, okay. And then I was like, it feels like home again. I was like, I want to go back to that happy place. So I am
I
here
love
to
that.
up level my mastermind. Not so much, I want to learn some more business stuff and whatever, but I need to take this whole crazy madness to another level. So that
And
is
that
the
we will.
goal, and that is what I want to do, and that is what I'm telling you you're gonna get.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much, Pam. That's so sweet. Like I'm kind of almost getting teary-eyed when you were just like, you're getting like a sister.
Don't do that because you're gonna
That's
make
so
me
nice.
cry, and I cry at the drop of a hat. You know that. Don't make me cry and keep like no.
Okay, I'm not going to make you cry. Let's talk about exciting things that are coming up for you in your business. So you are continuing on with the mastermind. So I'm really excited for you for that. If anyone wants more information about the mastermind or kind of like anything that we're talking about, it is open for enrollment. And I am right now just copying and pasting the links so that you can check it out. We're going to be doing a ton of mastermind stuff. We're going to be a ton of mastermind stuff. Oh my goodness, a ton of mindset stuff. So we're really going to go into the value. We're really going to focus on visibility. So growing your social media platforms and also not just social media, but growing yourself so you can be a global brand. While at the same time, like really connecting to your vision and really making your vision come to life so that we can make it more profitable and more sustainable while still being able to do what you love. So if you guys are interested in the mastermind, we are open for enrollment. We just added a new girl today. So Katrina,
Yay!
really excited for Katrina to be with us today as well. We have about 15 spots left. We start in April. So if you guys are feeling really connected to all of this, go ahead and join us. All right. So what is up with you right now in your business? What are the exciting things that you're seeing happening and that you're excited to implement right now?
Exciting things I'm seeing happening and implementing. I'm still loving that people are, again, and I've been fully embracing this like Facebook Live stuff. I mean, again, I've scheduled myself for twice a week now that I do, like I said, a tea time at night. So it's kind of a nice relaxing, grab your comfy pants and hang out and listen to me talk to you about, whether it's meditation, yoga, oils, whatever it is that, it's kind of going on at the moment. March for me, I've made it meditation month. So I've kind of coined that one. And
Meditation
then
March. I love that.
yeah. And I think for April, I'm diving into aromatherapy April. I'm thinking that's going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then, yeah, even on Saturday mornings, I'm noticing people rolling out of bed, depending on what time zone they're in. But even the early birds, like the ones that are a couple hours ahead of me, because I'm in Eastern time. So that can be a little dicey for some people. And I do a lot of people that are actually in Central or Mountain time, which is amazing because these connections are great. I mean, I would never have met any of these wonderful women otherwise. And I do that one at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So for the ones that are rolling out of bed super early, I'm really grateful that you're, that excited to be there on a early Saturday morning, get out of your cozy warm bed. So, grab that coffee and hang out. So or maybe they're in their cozy warm bed watching, I don't know. But either way, you're awake and you're listening to this. So it was pretty cool. And I recently we did a 40-day meditation challenge, and I did that at 6 a.m. my time every morning for 40 days. So that was very cool to see. Again, when you get up at 6 a.m. and you just see yourself kind of on your live, and then all of a sudden it's like boop, 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 and like these, they just start popping in. And I'm like, you're all up, like, oh my goodness. Or you'd get those couple of
That's
hashtag
so
replays
nice.
later on, so they're catching it later and they're checking it out, and and even when you don't see it, you kind of just see like the views getting up there, and I'm like, oh, people are using this, like it's amazing. So that's kind of really it's a good feeling to know that they're using it and it's doing something, which is super important because otherwise it's does it work.
Yeah.
And I guess my next big goal, my next big thing, and we talked about it a little bit, was I have this dream of a library of yoga and meditation and tapping videos, and this kind of, I don't know, like a support library, a reference library, if you will, for people that can use it to look at different things. So whether it's 7 days of like heart opening exercises or confidence building or whatever it is, just being able to target what they've got going on. So that's something that I really want to do. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm really
Not I
excited for
really
that.
want to do it. We're gonna do it.
Yes. I'm really excited for you to see that unroll for you. So, Pamela is a holistic lifestyle coach. She's also a yoga teacher and a meditation teacher. She's currently doing actually her advanced level yoga training. So she really knows her shit. She's in Pamela's Essentials. So you can go to Pamela'sEssentials.com. Or she has her group is called Vibrant, Carefree, and Fabulous Females. Is that it?
Yeah,
Ooh, I
that's
got
it.
it right. I keep on getting the notifications of you going live all the time. So vibrant, carefree, and fabulous
Yeah,
females for
for the
women
girl
who
that does
really want
not like to be on lives. Yeah, I'm like all over the
to.
place.
So for women who really want to like finally come into their own, they feel really overwhelmed with everything that they have going on. They really want to dive into more of like a mindfulness practice or really just want to live like a much more conscious and healthy lifestyle with yoga and meditation and essential oils. You can head over to Pamela'sEssentials.com. Pamela is amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for putting up with the technical difficulties and getting out there. So, so glad we
No,
got to
it's
do this.
yeah, I'm so glad that we got to do it again too. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, we'll be back here, I think next week with Steffi's testimonial too. So I'm really excited to do that
Oh,
one.
yay. Good.
Okay, great. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Sarah.